Welcome to the Saturday Oaktown Show. Today we have the unusuals. That's Ben Yates and myself, Stephanie Singer. We're going to do a set for you, and the set is improvised, totally improvised, no script. It's going to be based on just one word that you type in. So let's get something up. I see lioness.
Very cunning, Samantha. Don't think you can get away with this every time.
So you're implying that I'm thinking of Greg as prey. Is that what you're saying?
I can see you wanting to pounce.
He's delectable.
Once you set your sights on something.
Yeah, I'm focused. When I see a guy that I really, really have a connection with, I'm just totally focused, just moving in.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to tell me. I've watched you now for 20 years.
Mm.
I've seen it. A couple dozen times. Your baby making machine turns on, the hooks shoot out, and the poor man doesn't have a chance.
What about you, Annabelle? What about you?
Well,
Pretty frisky lately. Oh,
I
I
just,
love that. I love the dress.
well,
Very
thank you.
becoming.
Thank you. It's kind of a sundress.
Yes.
I just realized that I'm hitting midlife. Well, 40 feels like midlife to me. Um, but I don't feel like I'm going to live that long. But maybe we'll come back to that later.
Oh, geez, that's a horrible thought. Just erase that from your lovely mind.
Oh, no, no. I just think that, my family's not super long lived, like instead of like the 80, 86 to 88 sort of thing, we're more like the 75 to 80 sort of
Oh,
category.
poo-poo. That's silly. That's just silly. Life is what you make it. You know that.
Could be. Look,
And
it just,
darling, you're just, for gals our age, we're doing really well, I think.
I think so. I think we're doing fine. But you've never skipped a beat. But me, I just feel like, okay, I'm halfway. It's time to just take more plunges.
Well, that plunging neckline is a good start, honey.
Oh, okay, good. Well, that's kind of um
Mm,
yeah, I have a little Mazda Miata on order. I didn't tell you that.
you deserve that.
Bright
Honey,
red.
you
Bright
deserve
red.
it. You
Bright
um
red.
yeah, no, two daiquiris, right? Yeah,
Yes.
two daiquiris. Thank you, honey.
Um,
He's cute.
ooh,
He's a cutie pie.
he is cute, but the white socks and the tennis shoes,
Oh, just a kid.
on. You gotta wear. Well, you could probably be trained. You could probably train him.
Oh, honey, I am so good at training. Just ask my last three exes.
Cut to the
And
last X. Cut to the last X. So,
it's just a little spending money, Ben. It's just a little spending money. I've got to get to Rodeo Drive. I'm meeting Sandra there, and we're having lunch. So the credit card, please.
um, what's in it for me?
You know I love you so much. The the Amex American Express one, please. Yeah, the one that one in your wallet there. Thank
Back
you.
my midnight.
Yes, the corporate one. Oh, goody.
I want some. I want some Sam time too.
You'll get it. You just be a nice boy, and I'll be right back.
Cut to the previous X. Help yourself to this popcorn, honey. I'm glad you decided you're going to stay in home and watch the game with me.
Oh, Reggie, I was thinking, the Mercury Cougar, it's kind of acting up and it's kind of dented and it's kind of, how about we go shopping tomorrow for a new car for me? I want to get a more colorful, newer model.
You know what? You're compromising here. You're watching the game with me. It seems fair. It seems fair.
Yeah. So we'll go shopping tomorrow, hon?
Sure, let's do it. Let's watch this part though. I love this.
Oh, yeah.
I love these bios.
Ah.
But to the previous X.
Wow.
Workout. So, whew, thanks for spaghetti, hun. I feel like I'm getting pretty carbo loaded for this ultra marathon.
You were such an athlete. Great.
Yeah. Well,
Here, hon, eat up.
ooh, thank you, babe. Thank you, babe. And this watered down Gatorade is magic. You were right. It's tasty and hydrating.
At the same time. At the same time. So, hon, if
Wait.
you come in first, which I'm hoping you will, that means a big prize, doesn't it?
100 grand.
100 grand. Oh my God. I was just thinking, there is a fabulous spa in Cabo San Luca that I just would love to go to. You know what? Those two mean girls, Becky and Sally and Ginger, are all going. They want me to go so bad. It's hard for me to say no.
Oh, wait. So it's a girls' trip?
Girls' trip. Yeah, and it's only 10 grand. And that includes the flight.
It kind of sounded like a good idea. When I thought
Just
maybe
think.
I could go with you and recover from my ultra marathon.
Oh my goodness, no. That would just be terrible. And I'll explain why. It's kind of a girls, you wouldn't enjoy it at all. It's just we're getting mud baths and we're getting our hair done and we're getting mani pedis. And it's 24/7 just catering to, and there's just nothing for you to do there. Nothing.
You're probably right. You're probably
No.
right. I'll probably be running 50 miles a day as kind of my warm down
Oh.
coming off the ultra marathon.
Well, you could run down and meet us there.
Hmm.
Then we could fly back together.
Now that's a challenge I just can't refuse.
That would be fabulous.
I just can't refuse that challenge. I mean,
Hey,
especially, I mean, you're making meals for me.
oh,
You're making
sweet,
Gatorade for me. You're stretching out my Gatorade.
sweet. And I'm going to come back so gorgeous after that. You can imagine
Oh,
that
good,
tan and the
good.
about it just
Mm.
and
Great.
little bit of Botox, but not that I need it, but just sort of
Okay.
as gal gets a little older, you just need a little.
Sure. Sure. Hey, whatever you need, whatever you need. If you need some augmentation, who am I to say?
Cut to the doctor in Cabo Can Lupo. So, what do you think? The lips? Do I need the cheeks.
It's you're. How do I put? You're a very attractive American lady.
Thank you.
I don't really know how to answer you. Let's look at pictures.
Yeah, that would be great.
I find that American women, their minds are stuck on 20. Jeez. No, I've narrowed it down to 12. It was 20 and it was driving me crazy.
Ooh.
Narrowed it down to 12. American women, they fall for one of these 12 pictures. You tell me who you want to look like. Okay, who do you want to be? Samantha Gray. Who do you want to be?
Wow. Just nice. Ooh, that's a little bit too extreme, I think. Oh, this is nice. Oh, number 8 is just wow. That is a classy look. The lips just in the cheeks and the how much is that? If you do the lips and the cheeks and the lift and the neck, forehead, brows.
The whole package?
Yeah.
30,000 US.
30,000. That's a bargain, isn't it?
We're very cheap here.
And
that's about 25% of what you'd get in the States.
wow. That is just wow. You take credit cards?
Sure, if it's as long as it's American Express, diner's card.
I have this American Express corporate card.
Corporate, yeah, we take corporate. Right. There we go. Good choice, number 8.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Let me just have Esmeralda run that. Esmeralda. Gracias. We will put you up in the Grand Suite. We'll take care of all your
thank you.
Your rides, your hotel, everything you need.
That's great. And how long would I stay here afterwards to recover?
Well, you're going to want to stay 6 weeks after.
6 weeks? Oh my God.
We have to have you with the Vaseline and the Saran wrap for 2 weeks. You have to stay out of the sun for another 2 weeks. And then we need to put you on, how do I say, observation for 2 more weeks.
Hey, wow.
And we also take care of your diet because your diet's very, very, it matters what you eat. The first 6 weeks matters what you eat.
Oh, cut to husband number 3 and phone call. Hi, hon, I'm putting you on speaker.
Okay, great.
I got you on speaker. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. So,
I'm down here. Got some interesting news for you.
Okay, great. What do you, first of all, I'm sorry again that I couldn't run down. I just, the ankle injury that I sustained at the 75-mile mark was just too much, and my recovery's a little slower than I.
Oh no.
So I've had to stay here and go back to work.
Oh no. Well, you just take good care of yourself, hon.
So, okay. But I'm sure. Thank you. Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
I'm glad you have good news though. What is it?
Guess what? Well, first of all, I get to stay. I'm staying here, but let me tell the whole thing. I'm staying here 6 more weeks.
6 more weeks.
Yeah, I went to the hospital. Don't get nervous. Don't get upset. I had to go to the hospital.
Okay.
Okay. Are you okay? I just didn't want to shock you. I had to go to the hospital.
Why?
I had a little run-in with a bee. And I just swelled up, swollen, my face and everything. And I just don't want you to see me like that. Please don't. So if you can, I'll just, Yeah, I'll talk to you every day and let you know how it's going, but I'm just here and it's really cool. They put you up at the Casa del Sol de la Luna resort
Wait a
as
minute.
part of
Wait a minute.
hospitalization.
Wait a minute. It's of the sun and the moon? That's interesting.
Yeah, because it's night and day, get it?
El Sol de la Luna.
Yeah,
Okay. Night and day.
yeah.
Um, I didn't know you were allergic to bees, hon.
Oh my God, didn't you? Yes,
No,
I
I
am.
did
I am
not.
so allergic to bees. And you know the things with bees is the the more you get stung, the more allergic you are. Did you?
Oh,
Yeah. It's one of those kind of allergies.
so maybe you got
So it
stung
builds
without.
up,
Oh, so maybe you got stung and didn't notice it.
probably.
Now you're noticing it.
Anyway, I got all swole up, and while I was here and they were taking care of me, they suggest I just look through their catalog, you know, got nothing to do. And I said, why don't I'm since I'm here anyway, why don't I get the and don't get mad, the facelift package? I'm here, right? I've got to be here for 6 weeks anyway. So let's go ahead and do it.
How are they going to do that if you have a bee sting face?
That's the thing. It works better with the bee sting face.
Really?
It
So,
actually, yeah, I went in and I said, "Oh my God!" But I can't have bees. They said something like, "Oh no, 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 that's a blessing. This makes it easier because everything is already swollen." Go
interesting.
figure.
Um, interesting. So it's weird that we're both kind of injured right now, and it's
Mhm.
so you're getting all right. So you're just getting what, a nose touch up, or what is it?
Yes, yeah, it's expansive. You know, when you do the nose, you kind of have you kind of have to do the cheeks, and if you do the cheeks, got to kind of have to do lips. It's sort of just when it's like when you told me the time when you were getting the when you're getting the your Dodge Dutch Dodge Duster, you know, put a new uh, whatever they call that thing in the engine stuff, and you said since they're doing that, hon, I'm just going to go get the whole the what you call the transmission and the
True.
brakes and the
Yeah.
springs and all that stuff. You said might as well do that at the same time. And what did I say?
You
Wow, sounds great. Yeah.
sounds smart. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like the smart thing to do since they're doing it anyway. That's sort of the same thing.
By the way, Plymouth Duster.
What's that, huh?
Plymouth Duster, sweetie.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Dodge Plymouth. It's the same. It's the same car. But, one's a Plymouth.
oh, okay.
Um,
I
so
moved.
you're doing okay. That's good analogy.
Yeah, so
Really good analogy.
I'm getting
Yeah.
that. And then I just don't want you to see me because, it's just embarrassing. But we'll talk on the phone for 6 weeks and then I'll hop back up.
6 weeks, boy.
Yeah,
Shoot.
what it takes.
What am I? What am I supposed to do for entertainment for 6 weeks?
Oh, well, how's your leg?
Well, I'm still icing it every night.
There you go.
Okay. You
Yeah,
know, you're
icing.
right. You're right. I can really get into that. I can do like maybe I can do like Iceman. Maybe I can do a little bit of Iceman for the next 6 weeks. You remember Iceman, right? The Norwegian guy that goes into ice for like a half an hour.
I think I do.
He
Well,
gets
this is
all
isn't this a really a great opportunity to do the counter, kitchen counter?
I'm sorry, wait a
You
minute.
don't need
So
your legs for that too much, do you?
the kitchen counter.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, that
home.
one little burn spot. Yeah, the one little burn spot on the formica there.
Take care of that.
It's sort of that ugly brown. Whoa, good idea. Good idea. I can probably ice my leg while I'm working on the countertop.
Yeah, you're so smart. Yeah, that
Oh,
was fantastic.
oh, great. Okay.
No, yeah, no, just with the dinner, just I'll have the poached poached salmon and asparagus. Thank you. They give you wonderful meals here.
Poached salmon. That sounds nice.
Mm.
I'm having a my 6th Cliff Bar for dinner.
Those are so good for you, honey.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, nutrient rich. They just feel so whole grainy.
Yeah.
You know.
So
So I'll
looks
talk to
like
you. Yeah, I'll
yeah,
talk to you every night then.
yeah. Just you got the number, right?
Sure do.
I phoned you, so you got my number.
Sure do. Yeah.
Just
Um,
say if they'll connect you to the desk. Just say penthouse suite grande.
penthouse. So it's a suite and a penthouse. That's
It's the penthouse suite grande. Yeah.
Del Sol de la Luna penthouse suite grande.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Cabo
Okay.
Santa Luca.
Oof, Cabo San Luke. I always thought it was Lucas, but maybe
Yeah.
that's just George Lucas. Okay.
Funny. Okay,
Hold on. Let me get started on that countertop.
I love that. You're such a lovely guy. Thank you.
Cut to the two friends. Wow, I know you. Every time you tell that story,
Mm.
the hairs on the back of my neck stand up.
That was husband number 3. Yeah.
Right. So what was his name again?
Oh, that was Benny.
Oh, I thought Ben was your second husband. No,
Well, it
first husband.
was. Yeah, I always like
I
there
mean,
was
your last ex was Ben.
yes, that's what I'm saying.
So what? Oh, this was Ben. Okay, sorry. This was your last ex.
Oh, oh.
Um, I sure. I just got a little confused there. So
Thank
um,
you.
during that story, you got
Here's
the
daiquiri, hon.
I don't know how you did it. You got the boy with the socks and the white tennis shoes. You got his number while you were telling that story. And yet you're going after Greg. God, I guess when you have a hot hand, you have a hot hand. Is that what it is?
Yes, it's like you're in the zone. In the zone. My policy is yes, well, like the cougar, you're focusing, but there's always opportunity. You know when this cougar stealthily goes through and is focused on one particular
Oh,
antelope or deer,
yes.
but out of the corner of their eyes, if they spot something that's a little closer and easier and smaller, they'll switch like that and grab it.
Hmm.
I've watched.
Oh, it's peripheral vision. They see better with their peripheral vision, like we do. Is that right?
Yeah,
Hmm. Something about cones. They have cones, good cones. Sure, sure. That makes sense. That makes sense. You must have great cones.
that's what they tell me.
So,
So it's me. Let's talk about you.
sure. What was the husband's name? Your first ex's husband's name. What was that name? He was a triathlete, wasn't he?
The
Triathlete or
triathlon. Yes.
ultra athlete? Ultra athlete.
Yeah. Yes.
Now wait a minute though. It sounded like Ben also ran at least 75 miles doing something. What was he doing?
All of my husbands were triathletes.
Oh, how about that? How about that? That makes sense now. That's up now.
Every one of them. It's I just am attracted to triathletes.
Because Reggie did not seem like much of a triathlete. He seemed more like an armchair kind of a triathlete.
You'd think that, but the thing was he watched a lot of triathletics. the coverage is amazing now. He was a watcher, a
Oh, so
voyeur.
he was a watcher. He was more of a watcher
Yeah,
than a
he was a triathlete in spirit.
armchair triathlete. Sure, sure.
Yeah, you know how people like golf, they watch golf, but they don't play golf, but they watch golf. He was
Sure.
like that. He didn't triathlete. Is that a word?
You
But
didn't, sounds like you didn't try very hard at all.
he tried a lot of things, but he was very successful in his furrier business.
Furrier. Yeah,
He was
furrier.
a he was a he was a furrier.
Furrier. That's like a trapper, right? Like a you sell furs.
Furrier is more the end product type of person.
Oh, just selling furs. Oh, just
Yeah,
you sell furs.
you sold furs, yeah.
Hats, maybe hats, wool hats and things like that too.
Every kind of fur imaginable and every
Any
kind
kind of fur or hair.
It was tragic though, because he hit it at the wrong time. It was the time when suddenly everybody was like, ooh, no, animal skins, animal furs,
Sure.
no good, bad, mean, don't do it. And he was trapped because that was his whole life, his whole family. Everybody in his family they started off as, the way he tells it, they were Quebec,
Quebecian.
French
Oh,
Canadian trappers that started the whole furrier thing. Cut to the Quebec Fur Company. Uh-huh.
yeah. I'm telling you, this fucking beaver almost bit off my finger.
It is the beaver hats that they want, you know. We catch enough of them,
Yeah.
trade them to the Iroquois, and then we
I'm
make much wampum.
I'm raising the price on the beaver because the beaver are nasty.
Yes, they are difficult animals, but when we catch them, the more we catch, the more francs that we make.
I need pass me the iodine, huh? I need some iodine for this.
Okay.
Thank you.
Uh, down the river, we will get more iodine.
Oh, you don't have any. I just thought you were passing me the iodine there for a second. Oh, sorry. It's
Thank you. Yes.
well,
Pierre Gascon, you are a great hunter.
well, Champagne, you are such a great guide, and I was going to say liar, but because you told me this was glamorous.
You hunt so great. You've already got 12 of the largest beaver I have ever seen.
I was always good for getting the large pelts.
Yes. Yes.
It's
we're going through a dangerous territory now.
Why is it dangerous?
Well, you see that tree ahead that has the skulls and the feather chain hanging from it.
Why don't we turn around, huh?
But the best beaver is in the Pawnee Indian Nation.
Pawnee. Well, like my grandfather always said, you can't get any furrier if you don't chase the fur.
Yes. We will make much wampum, huh? And then eventually we will go back to France. And
yes, of course. Champagne. Champagne. I think I poked my last beaver, huh? Back to the friends. Woo! I know, right? Dangerous in the old days. Now you can just sell. Now you can just sell. You know.
Yeah, that's what I guess his grandmother after the great grandmother after the great Dan, disappeared. He just took the pelts that were left and went into Montreal and opened a little store.
Oh, just started selling them.
Started selling them. Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
sure.
how it all started.
Oh yeah, I remember reading about that actually. There was a little shoot, there was a little sometimes the Times does a they do a little historical expo. And it was a cute little shop and I don't think it was even called Montreal then. I think it was called what was it?
Ah,
It was just called La Montre, I think. La Montre, like that. Um, and there was a little shop. It was called Furrier and Ives. It sounds exactly like the one you're describing.
yeah, yeah. That's it. It's just, and then blah 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 blah, and then he ended up with a family business, and then
Reggie
70s,
did. Sure, yeah.
70s came along, and everybody was furs. No, 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 you're bad. You're an
Yeah,
animal killer. Blah blah.
sure.
Nobody can wear furs. Ooh,
Mm,
terrible, terrible,
sure.
terrible. And
So,
that's it.
yeah, so amazing. It's so, I mean, I feel so fortunate that here we are, that we're in the 80s,
Oh my God.
the late 80s. We're
Yeah.
just, like everything's, we returned to splendor and grandness, haven't we?
It's so great having
Nothing's too big.
a president that understands culture and just glamour and
And havingness, just
have
have as much as you want,
yes, the culture of be as much as you can, get as much as you can. And um oh, did I show you my
Greed is good.
yeah, did I show you my engraved beautiful business card here?
Whoa, that looks like
Yeah.
6 color plus it's embossed.
Yes, pretty
Oh,
sharp, huh?
well, you're going to be the boss now with that embossed business card.
Mm, yeah. It even has a little perfume on it. I don't know if you smell that. What do you think?
Oh, um,
Yeah.
that's Chanel number 5.
If a gal today, not so much like 5 years ago, but today,
Sure. Uh-huh.
if you have kind of like a corporate thing going,
Sure.
I mean, kind of
Hmm.
a businessy thing,
Yeah.
it just adds like at least 10% onto your sex appeal.
Oh,
Seriously.
really?
No. It's a
Oh, so you're not really going to go into the carpet business. You're just gonna.
oh no, this is just a card. Just
Oh,
yeah.
brilliant.
All you really need is the card, you know.
Okay. It doesn't matter what it is. Like,
Well, it doesn't, yeah, no, it's just the card, and then they see the card and like, oh, she's a businesswoman, and that
woo!
starts the ball rolling.
Is that how you got Greg? Is that how you got like Greg just to turn his head and just notice you that one time?
I've been working on Greg for a while, but
No.
the thing is, um, the eye contact thing, every time he turns and kind of looks at me, you can't just like stare at him. You have to kind of like go, and then take a drink. Just reel him in. It's like husband number 5 used to say, you got to reel in the big marlins. So
On the
he
big
he,
fish.
yeah, he was a
It
big
takes
marlin
time.
off of Florida. Yeah, he was quite the fisherman. It was just incredible. He paid for the orthodonture.
Oh,
Yeah,
Reggie paid for the orthodontia, the teeth.
yeah, he paid for the orthodonture just like that. Anything you want, babe. Cut
Anything you
to
need.
Richie in this fishing boat in the Gulf.
Oh, boy, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to take.
You're
Mm.
doing fine. You're doing fine, sir.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
just let it out a little bit. Let it out. Give him a
Out?
little
Let it
line.
out? Let it out?
Yeah, give him a little line. Let him tire
Oh,
himself out. Yeah,
okay. Just I'm trying to.
let
It's
him out.
it's been 6 hours. He's been on the line for 6 hours.
I know, I know. You're tiring him out. You're doing a great job. How you
Oh, he's
doing?
tiring me out. He's tiring me out.
Well, I know, but you can do it, man. Just let a little bit
Let
out.
him out.
Let it
Let him
out. Let a
out.
line out. He's going to snap it.
Jesus, I'm gonna snap. I'm
Let
gonna
it out a
snap.
little
That's
bit.
what I'm
Okay.
gonna do.
Okay. See how he's sounding now? See how he's jumping? See that?
Okay.
See, every time he jumps like that, pull him in.
Oh, and then bring it
He's
back
the
in.
air. Yeah,
Every time he goes up. Got it. Got it.
pull him in. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
There you
Got it.
go.
Okay.
See,
Ooh. So now
there
he's
you
a little
go.
closer.
Yeah, bring him. That's right. Now start reeling him in. Yeah.
Okay, now start reeling.
Every time he jumps, reel it in a little bit.
Okay.
And then
I'll
keep
do.
it steady. And then, yeah, that's it.
And then when do I let it out? When do I let it out?
You don't let it out now. Now you gotta
No more
bring him
letting it
in.
out. Oh, no more
Bring him
letting it
in.
out. Okay.
Yeah, bring him in. Bring
All
him in.
right, bring him in. Whew.
Reel him in. Bring him in. That's right.
Boy.
When he jumps, he jumps. Got to pull him in when he jumps. Okay,
Oh, there it is. There it is.
you got him. Yeah. Let me
Boy. Oh boy.
grab the hook here. I'm gonna bring this in. Bring him in.
I think you're gonna need the
help us.
crane. I think you're gonna need the crane for that one.
Wow. This thing in. Oh my God. Wow. That's pretty good. Pretty damn good. It's looks like this one goes all of 25 pounds. That's pretty damn good.
55 pounds.
Yeah. Nice work.
Wow. You felt like 250.
I know that's what they feel like out in the ocean with all that line, but because
So
part of what you're pulling is the line. Yeah. Nice job.
Well, I got a baby though. It's like a baby marlin.
It's a little, yeah, it's a young one.
Yeah. Shoot. Shoot, I can't put this over the fireplace.
I don't know. It depends what your fireplace looks like.
Maybe I got a big old fashioned fireplace. Maybe you know what? I'll get rid of it and I'll put in one of those little gas furnaces. It's just with a pipe. It'll look good behind a pipe.
One. It's a nice one. It's not a baby. It's not a baby. It's just
not. Okay.
Okay. We don't have to. Yeah.
It's not a baby.
It's not a baby.
No. Okay.
It's
not a baby.
What you call it's probably well, probably like a teenager, you know.
Okay. By the way, what you hit him over the head with? That was interesting. Was that like it looked like an old World War I surplus something?
Yeah, no, it was just a ball peen hammer.
Oh, it was an old hammer.
Everything I have on the boat is camouflage. Never can tell when the Cubans are going to come at us.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a hammer there.
I carry it in my on my belt.
Oh, you have a belt?
I do.
Oh, there it is. It's camouflaged.
Everything's camouflaged. Yeah.
Wow, that's really working.
It's working
good.
It's working really well. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. It only took you 6 hours to bring her in. That's pretty good.
If you don't mind, I'm just gonna take a nap. Can you put them on ice for me?
Will do. Pedro, turn her around. Head back to Miami. Turn her around.
Yeah, see. Cut to the friends.
He was quite the fisherman. Just loved it.
So he had that little marlin over behind the gas stove.
Was that little? I thought it was like a really big salmon.
Well, you said it was like.
Yeah, what is that? Yeah. He told me it was a salmon. That was.
Oh, was it a salmon? Was it a salmon? Because I thought it was.
He told me it was it was like a big salmon.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a marlin. Yeah, that was a marlin. It was a salmon. That's big for a salmon.
I don't know. I don't know from what, but
sure.
No, he was a marlin fisherman, but he brought back this. He says, "Hun," I said, "Oh, is that a marlin?" He says, no, it's a salmon. It's a real big salmon." Okay.
Sure. And then so
it's got the.
Now, what did the big salmon have to do with getting new teeth?
I said, "Honey, please don't go and leave me on that trip." And he says, "Darling, I've got to go. I've got to go." I says, "No, please." He says, "Well, how about if you always wanted to get the orthodonture. Why don't you get that done when I'm on the trip? And how much is that going to cost?" I said, "Oh, hon, that would be sweet. It's another 14,000." He said, "Yeah, sure, here." So that's so when he was on the trip, I did the orthodonture.
You're so good at that. Like, it seems kind of steep, but I guess if you're going to get orthodonture done like so quickly,
yeah,
it costs more.
Yeah, it's Jiffy, Jiffy Orthodonture.
Jiffy Ortho, yeah. I've seen that
Yeah,
bus stop.
because
Yeah,
I'm totally impatient. I don't have much patience.
sure.
And I
You're
can't
so
wait for like 2 years of wearing that stuff.
sure. You're so good at leverage, Samantha. So good at leverage. You know?
But